This video is going to look at encoding, storage and retrieval in memory. Now your specification states you've got to know how memories are encoded and stored. So when we look at encoding, encoding is the form that information takes when we put it into our memory. So research has really focused on three main types of encoding. Acoustic encoding, where we store it by how it sounds. Visual encoding, where we store something as a picture. And semantic encoding, where we store information based on its meaning. And we're going to spend a bit of time in this video looking at all three types of encoding. So the first one we're going to look at is acoustic encoding. Acoustic encoding is holding information in the form of a sound. So one example could be if you're given a mobile phone number to remember. You repeat it over and over to yourself to maintain that memory acoustically until you're able to write it down on a piece of paper somewhere. You're storing it based on how the phone number sounds. We've also got visual encoding. This is where we store information as a picture in our mind. So one example could be if I asked you to think about how many windows there are on the front of your house. If you picture the front of your house straight away and you're counting those windows, that would be a form of visual encoding. You stored that information as a picture. And also we've got semantic encoding. Now this is when we encode something based on meaning. So for example, you know and understand the word elephant and you can use it in a sentence. You've stored that information based on its meaning. Now we've also got retrieval. Retrieval is when we recall a memory. So there's three main types of recall. We've got free recall, where you remember something without being given a clue. You just remember it straight away off the top of your head. You've got cued recall, where you're given a clue that helps you remember it. So it might be it starts with the letter B, and then you can remember that information. And we've got recognition. So this might be like a multiple choice test where you identify something you've previously learned from a list of options. You're given a load of potential answers and you can recognize the right one. And finally, we've got storage. Now this is where you hold information in your memory so it can be retrieved at a later point in time.